know, maybe ESPN and DraftKings?
Yeah, there's been a lot of ink spilled over DraftKings, ESPN, Disney, what all of this is going on. I mean, Adam and I have talked a little bit privately with our group here who runs LSR, and let's start here. It started with a report from Bloomberg that there is a quote-unquote large new partnership in the works between DraftKings and ESPN. As we sit here, we still this is almost several days old now, but we don't really have any idea what that means. So, we've spilled some ink, some virtual ink on this. People have been talking about this because Disney has been talking this up, that it is getting into the sports betting space in a real way. Now, there's a lot of large new partnership leaves a lot to the imagination as we sit here. We don't know what that means. I would venture to guess. Again, this is my speculation. We're not seeing DraftKings rebrand as ESPN Sportsbook. That would be pretty wild in my estimation because of all the equity that DraftKings has put into building its brand. What this new partnership is this just more integration of DraftKings and ESPN content? Is this being more, is DraftKings going to be, the exclusive provider of sports betting for ESPN, and how does that relationship work? We know none of that. So we're wildly speculating. That's what I'm sometimes paid to do, and what Adam's paid to do, though, to wildly speculate about what this means. It could be, it could just mean a lot more money in ESPN Disney's coffer. It could mean DraftKings is spending a lot of cash for this placement and for a potential exclusivity, but we don't know a whole lot about it. It does not seem earth shattering to me. Just again, reading these very few words that we have about it. Now it could be, but I'm going to say that we've seen a lot about Disney and ESPN Disney talking about, yes, we're going to be doing a sports betting app. I guess not. I mean, if all they're doing is taking some more money from DraftKings to be an exclusive provider, then that's not quite as exciting as ESPN getting whole hog into sports betting. So all this with the caveat, we're parsing basically 3 words about what this partnership would look like, and we're still waiting for more details on that, which presumably be forthcoming before the end of the year.
So, Adam, we look at this, and I mean, as Dustin said, I mean, there's just such a wide range of how this could all play out, right? I mean, and so that's where we're really kind of wondering, how is this? What would this eventually look like were this to come to fruition? Because again, obviously, ESPN owns College Game Day. ESPN owns SEC broadcasts. SEC owns the prize pig in all of football, which is Monday Night Football. They've got, multiple different channels, multiple different networks to where they could expand possibly past just Daily Wager, which they already have. So, I mean, there's just a massive, possibilities basically for what this could mean, or it could mean, like Dustin said, just more money.
I mean, there are any number of questions to get brought up here, Matt, and we can start with another one. What does that mean for Caesars? Because Caesars has been out front here with ESPN for a while. It's not like DraftKings hasn't had a presence with ESPN, but it's been Caesars Sportsbook that not only has been providing the odds, but the Daily Wager studios are at a Caesars property. There's a whole number of questions that get brought into this, and a number of them, to me, go back to why have we not heard anything else since this report, right? You would think that DraftKings, especially if this were the real deal, behind the scenes, DraftKings would be saying to everyone who would listen, yup, we've got the ESPN deal. Yup, you can go ahead and count on this, because you saw what happened with the stock price. The stock price soared quickly, then came right back down, and now is back down below where it started. Now, to me, a lot of initial excitement now has been taken away from this, and we don't know necessarily what comes next. So to me, the whole thing is curious at this point. I wonder if maybe Bloomberg got a little bit ahead of itself with the idea of what a partnership would look like. And to all of those people out there, I love our listeners. We meet many of them at places like G2E. If you are saying to yourself, my God, they're still talking about ESPN sports betting, blame Bloomberg.
Yes. Also, because it's the biggest thing still left out there. So, we're
such a joke stomper. Such a joke stomper. I mean, like an elephant raising up his giant foot and stomping down on it.
Listen, this is exactly what I do here, Adam. I have to, keep, I'm here to obviously make sure that this podcast doesn't get off the rails, right? I mean, that's my.
Oh yeah,
role here
it's
in all-
it's on the business card.